Hello. Alright, let's get this thing started. Yo, what's going on? If anybody's out there. I guess I can. That's interesting. How do I get my chat? That's interesting. How do I get my chat? It's like stream refresh. Can I not view my chat? Maybe I gotta pull it up on my phone. Maybe I gotta pull it up on my phone. I got ads on my own channel. Gotta love it. Got ads on my own channel. Gotta love it. Okay, I don't know how to get my freaking chat up on OBS. I feel like every time I use OBS, I don't know what I'm doing. Chat up on OBS. I feel like every time I use OBS, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see, should I move this over? OBS. I feel like every time I use. Maybe I should move that, yeah. Alright, we'll be rebuilding this. Hanging out, chatting. Rebuilding this. I'm gonna try to figure out this chat real quick. Please hold. Oh, there's probably getting an echo. Sorry. Let me fix that. Oh, there's probably getting an echo. Sorry. Let me fix that. Show chat. This might be quicker if I just do this. How do I get... Find out and open the chat pop-up. Switch camera. Is this camera dirty? Looks kind of crusty, huh? Boy. Looks a little better. Okay, copy the pop-up chat URL. Add a browser source in OBS. Sources. Add a source. Paste the copy URL. Chat. I can't see it. Your boy is fried. What's going on, guys? Trying to get my chat pulled up on OBS. If you know how to do it, call me. Add. Insert. I can just insert an ad. That's great. That's not what I'm looking for. Select stream. Refresh page. Style your chat. Oh, can I add it into the OBS? Do the pop out step and keep the window. Where's my YouTube live dashboard? Oh. Are we getting somewhere? I don't think so. I just opened up YouTube, which is cool. Not very helpful. Monetized. Copyright. No. Okay, this is useless. Pop-out chat. Copy the pop-out chat URL. Let's see if I can find pop-out chat. Pop-out. Chat. Oh. There we go. I got one window. Looks like we got, oh, okay. Sick. Welcome to the live chat. Supreme Ballers. How did you guys finish out in Texas? Great question. We took first. D4 X-Ball. It was crazy. Texas has got some good talent. There's some young kids out there, young ballers, certified shooters. Don't mess with them. Don't mess with Texas. Can I just move this? All right, so purpose of today's little chat, little live stream is to rebuild the DSR Plus. You already know, it's my main piece. And at the event, is that camera side? Wait, all right. Yeah, so at the event, I had it like fully backed out. It was like fully backed out on the adjustment screw for lowering the velocity, and it didn't work. Dude, I am trying to figure this out still, sorry. Dude, I am just trying to see this chat. Okay, close. Okay, cool. I think we're set. We're good to go. Like I said, I just want to get this friggin' thing working good, shooting good, and so I'll probably tear it all apart. And I figured why not go live while doing it. Get started. We'll be doing a little cleaning too. Get started, just pull out the grips, I think. I've never actually cleaned the reg on this, so it'll be the first time. YouTube, please don't shut this down. Mackenzie, if you're watching, please turn on the AC. It's a little warm in here. You know, I can do that. I got this. Also, got a new background. It's sick. Okay. That side's out. Ooh, 78 degrees in here. You already know it's not, that shouldn't be legal. What's up, if you're joining? We're cleaning up the DSR, making sure it works for the next event, whatever that may be. Most likely, it's going to be an ASG event. It's been a minute since I've done this. So now that those are loose, should just be able to Yep. Pop that grip forward. Nope. Is this well in view? Okay, hold on. Adjustments. Oh look, there's me in the mirror. Oh, what was that? Must have been the screw. We're chilling, we're fine, we're fine. Alright, time to get serious. Dude, I do not remember this being so difficult last time I did it. Ah, there it is. There's one screw. There's two. Wow, it's wet inside. That's not good. Oh boy. That's gnarly. Is that mold? Probably. Can people hear me? Music too loud? Let me know if the music's too loud. Just probably go in the other room, listen to the chat, or listen to the video or something. Dude, this is actually pretty gnarly. It's been a minute since I pulled everything apart and actually cleaned it really well, so this will be long overdue. Oh man. We got D-Rock in the chat. Where's Derek? That fool lost his phone out in Texas. I was hopeful we'd get it back before we took off, but there's probably 30 minutes before we took off, he lost his phone in the Uber. But I haven't heard from him since because he didn't have a phone. So, call me. Just kidding. He's probably playing World of Warcraft. Alright. I just outed him. Yo, if you see Derek in any of the videos, you should just like comment, yo, is that Derek, the Navy SEAL that plays World of Warcraft? They probably like that. Dude, there is paint everywhere. I think I might want to pull the frame off. You know what? I should probably pull off the little bang switch to avoid any sort of issues with YouTube. I don't know if that's legit or if that'll work, but it's worth a shot. There she is. A little greasy. Not bad, not bad. This is also just caked. Take off the spring. Get that somewhere safe. Maybe I'll use this cloth. I might just run this under some water to thoroughly clean it because you can't get in all these little holes and stuff, you know, it's kind of tough. Also, not a huge fan of this. I almost went to the library to print out some bang switches because you can get the files online, but I don't need that going down on me. I got enough problems on the field. You already know. If you watch my videos, you already know. Alright. Oh, look at that. Paint all up in that. That's the far thing. Yo, we got the viewer that won the mask in the last live stream. If he's here, hit me up, bro. I haven't heard from you. Or I gotta check my Instagram messages or something. I don't know. I don't think you send messages on YouTube. You might be able to get an email to send to, but that's pretty much it. Okay, so I think the reg's right here. Looks like that Allen key might be the key. It looks like this is backing out. Oh, that's the trigger adjustment. And of course, there's a bunch of paint inside the trigger area. This automotive pick is really clutch for all this cleaning. Trust me. Do you need a better view? Alright, let's see. Is there actually 7 people in here? No. There's 0. I think. Where is YouTube? This says there's 5 viewers. I don't know. I'm not worried about it. As long as I don't miss any messages. If you are viewing, if you're watching the live stream, let me know where you're watching from. Okay, we still got some freaking. Do I need better lighting? I kind of need better lighting. Do I have more lights? Not really. Maybe. Let's see if I can aim this one. I don't know. I think it kind of helps. Makes me look a little pale. We're alright. We're okay. I'm okay. I do need a little drink. Where's my water bottle? Oh my god, it's empty. We'll try. Alright. Let's see. That's interesting. Looks like there's like a little glue. Cheers. Looks like there's a little glue on the board. I don't know if that's supposed to be there. That'll look a little interesting. Oh, right there. See that glob? It's kind of hard. It's probably meant to be there. What do I know? I don't know nothing. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to start by trying to take off this screw right here. It's on top of the ASA. Seems to be kind of important. And torque. Wow, look at that. Oh, there it is. That's definitely got to be important. Okay, so that's one. And that actually looks like the replacement screw they got in here. Which definitely means it's important. So if you got a wobbly ASA, it's probably this. And that one was actually really loose. That was like the opposite of the other one. Interesting. Can I just pull this out now? I can. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, I hope I don't need special tools for that. So, this is like a little dirty, but as you can see, it's like fully backed out or fully, I don't know, whatever adjustment that is. And I couldn't get my velocity to go up any higher. It was just like right there. This is kind of dirty down in there. Oops. Go back to sleep. What do you mean? That's too loud. But yeah, that's kind of greasy down there, so I kind of want to clean it up, put some new grease down there. That is probably the right way to, yep. Is there also an Allen key in there? Maybe I can get a paper towel so I can see how dirty it is. But this definitely has some grease on it. Go ahead and wipe that off. This whole thing is just kind of crusty actually. Maybe I make it out to the NXL or MLPV event. Do they actually call it MLPB, or is that like a new thing? Or I thought that was like copyright or something. Didn't seem very legit. All right, I want to take off this method. This is a method on-off ASA. Very cool, all metal. Only benefit to it is it's metal. And metal's better than plastic is essentially the reason why you would swap it out. It had a little sticker thing on it and I lost that, so that's unfortunate. Alright. See if I can remember where all these screws go. The interesting thing about this is because it's not metal, or because it's not plastic, it does have to have some sort of plastic on it to catch the pin release thing. Damn, that is crusty. Okay, let's see, does this unscrew? Does not. So now can I just completely unscrew this ASA? Let's find out. I don't know if I want to do that actually. Do I have to watch a video on how to do this? Oh, I found a clue. We got an Allen key right there. Let's see what that does. Too small. Okay. Boom. Oh wow. That was a lot easier than twisting it with my hand. We're getting somewhere. Okay, we got a spring. Looks like we got a plunger that's kind of stuck. There it is. Okay, yeah, a little grimy. That is definitely a little grimy in there. So, clean all this up. Maybe put new O-rings on. Maybe just put some new oil on it. Some new lube. Call it a day. So, essentially I brought it over to Dye and told them that like, hey, reg is like all the way adjusted. I can't increase my velocity anymore. They said that, you know, the air from the air compressors is not very filtered. And so all that stuff around the paintball field gets into the compressor and then it essentially gets into your tank. And then eventually gets into your marker. So that makes sense. And then after a while, all of that will wear down your O-rings, you know, just mixing lube and some sort of grit will definitely be like a sort of sanding material. So, hoping this will just do the trick and I don't have to rebuild it with new O-rings. I mean, I probably have all the O-rings right here in this, but you know, I think this is my first season on this marker, so it shouldn't really need new O-rings. I mean, I've done a lot of tournaments and stuff, but I mean, I'm sure there's people that put way more through it than I do. I actually have to go back and see when I got this, because I can't remember off the top of my head. I think I might not have had it for the first event this year. So, who knows? What's going on, people? If you're joining me, rebuilding the DSR. Definitely could use the cleaning. Let's see, can I just shove this in there? There's a lot of like grime in here. Maybe not grime, but just like sand. Little rocks, little pebbles. I'm just trying to get all of it out. Oh, that looks good. That looks a lot better. Cool. Okay, so this probably goes in there some sort of way. I think definitely went, yeah, up that way. Just like that. We also got some more stuff. Can I just pop this out? Has anybody rebuilt their reg on their DSR? Is it similar to the MXR? Because like this is all pretty familiar. It looks pretty similar to like a Lux reg. But so it looks like we got an O-ring down in there. I'm not sure if this red thing comes out. Oh, it does. Just have to get my nail under there. And I'm not a fan of that, but yeah, I got it. Oh, buddy, look at that. That is filthy. Are we seeing this? This is what is probably giving me some issues. Let's see if we can get this whole thing. Yeah, so that's coming out, as you can see there. Boom. Oh yeah, that is filthy. Let's see, is that focus at all? Kind of, not really. It's an action cam. It's doing its best it can. Wow, I'm shocked. I kind of want to run this all underwater completely. This is just like so caked in there. I don't know if you can see, but I'm pretty surprised. Hot water always works really nicely, whether it's like grease, oil. Yeah, that is just filthy. Yay, this might actually work really well. Hyped. Alright, let's see how good I can get this cleaned up without having to run water all through it. Wow, that actually looks pretty good. These threads probably could use some work. You know what I'm not using? Pro tip. Little bleach wipe. I don't know. Like out of these. I guess this is a little Lysol wipe, which is different. Oh, that's real watery. I don't know. What's going on here? I don't know. It's like the end of it. I just need one of these. And it's ripping. I'll take it. Cool. Let's see if I can bring this out real quick. Oh, that's leaking. dirty that came through. Filthy. Oh, whoops. All right, I think we got this thing cleaned up pretty good. Let's see, can I pull this thing through? Yup. There she is. Nice and clean. I don't got any good light in here. Just pull out Mackenzie's ring light. Alright. Maybe one more quick send through. Alright, let that air dry. Grab some of these other gross pieces. Clean them up real good. I always like to take off the O-ring. That way I can clean all over. Because you can definitely get some like stuff inside the O-rings, even if you wipe it down. See, like that looks clean, right? But there's probably more junk in there. I guarantee it. Oh, wow. So there's no ring inside there. That's the yellow one. Let's see if I can take that out. Oh, is this piece coming off? Oh, wow, this piece unscrews. Oh, wow. Wow, we got some tiny screws. Oh, boy. We got a lot going on in here, and I just dumped it out. So it looks like there's a little rubber. Black little rubber piece in here. Looks like we got this tiny little spring. This thing. Oh boy. About to start throwing it all over the house. Okay. Let's not break anything. Let's see if I pop this rubber out real quick. Oh, there it is. Okay, this looks pretty clean. I'm gonna stick it back in before run into any issues. I think that's the way it goes in. And this thing kind of goes in. And then the spring goes in there. And we just gonna forget about it. Okay. Great. I'm gonna try to clean off these threads. Yeah, these threads are gnarly. I wonder if the techs go this deep when they clean it. Do they like wipe everything down this much? Does anybody know any techs? Kind of curious. Okay. So that's good. Let's see if I can get this O-ring off. It's pretty tiny. And if I can't, it's not the end of the world. I got it. Mechanic. Just kidding. Okay. Awesome. So you can see, I think I've already wiped it off, but that's under the O-ring. So you can't normally, or you can't clean that without taking off the O-ring, obviously. And then also clean the O-ring. So we should be good to go here. Now we can start cleaning and reassembling, and then see if it still works. It's always the fun test. Should we start taking odds? Or bets, I guess. Will this thing work after I rebuild it? Uh-oh, got a lot of lint. Alright, this goes back in here very carefully. Boom. Very nice. Okay, awesome. There she is, back together. And this goes down into the ASA. Drop that in. Maybe I gotta do it this way. Oh, I guess I could have just popped that red thing out by doing this instead of grabbing it with my nails. Maybe I can demo that real quick. Okay, let's pull out these O-rings. We got one green one. Oh. Got it. Just clean that out real quick. Boom. Bop. Alright, let's see if we can get this yellow one out. Easy. Oh. That one's dirty. Just clean. Okay. Let's see if I can stick this in there. Clean that inside up. Yeah. Alright, let's see how easily this piece goes back in. This piece is actually kind of difficult to hold. So, we gotta get... Yeah, this one's gonna be a pain in the butt to stick back in. I'm gonna spend 30 minutes on this at least. You gotta like press it in and then push it down. And the O-ring feels kind of stiff for... Oh, buddy. Sick. More light. Dude, I should be like a little crackhead and pull out the headlamp. I don't need light. I'm good. This is just actually really difficult. I should have left this in. It was not worth cleaning. We're almost there. Hold on. Please hold. You ever like start fixing something or cleaning something or doing something and then realize you should have just left it alone. That's me all the time. I love it. My hands are cramping. Let's work on something else for a second. This one needs to come off and get cleaned. This is a tight O-ring. Got it. I always get worried that I'm like ripping the O-ring with that pick, but seems like we're okay. Yeah, these O-rings are like still fresh. Lots of life in them. All right, back to getting this one in. Yo, the new iPhone's coming out tomorrow. Is anybody getting it? Oh, come on. Get in there. Is it easier if it goes through the other way? Probably not. Yo, what's up, PZ? Boy, I am struggling here. Pulled out this O-ring. Goes inside this little piece to clean it. And I can't get back in. I'm gonna get it back in. I just can't right now. And my hands are cramping. Should probably drink some more water, some electrolytes. Stay hydrated. Okay, here we go. This is it right here. Nope, that's not it. That looks good. Get in there. Ooh, maybe I could just push it through and then pull it back out with the pick in the right place. I don't even think I can do that. It is tough. Get in there. I'm using my nails. Oh, I think I got it. I think we're in. We're in, boys. Ah, it's cramping. We are in. That's very difficult to see. Why is this camera so bad? Okay. Let's lube this up. Put it back where it belongs. Lube. Oops. Forgot to lube up this. I should definitely do that. Just doing a rebuild on the reg for the DSR for everybody just joining. This thing is crusty. The dye booth said it could use a rebuild. It was fully backed out on the adjustment screw, and I wasn't able to increase the velocity over like 280. I think it got to about 200 once it warmed up later in the day. The paint swelled up or whatever, but or did I say 200, 300? So it was working, it was just close to not working. And that is not good at a tournament. And I also didn't want to like get it fixed at the tournament because I don't know. I figured I could do it on a live stream. And I am. Kind of. Alright, so this is the adjustment screw thingamajig. I just gotta go back in the ASA first. So I gotta press it and screw it at the same time. Now the threads are catching and it feels a lot better going in. So that's good. Sick. Okay, so now that is backed out all the way where it was previously. I need some more lube. So we got 2 O-rings on this piece. I'm gonna do the outer one and the inner one. Hopefully that's the way you're supposed to lube it. If not, call the cops. I don't know what to tell you. Just based off of how this looked when I pulled it out, definitely gonna try to over lube, if anything, because that's kind of how filters and catches stuff. So that's kind of a good thing, I guess. I don't know. Inside needs some lube too. Not really sure how I'm gonna get that down in there. Maybe this. What goes through there? Oh, the plunger? This thing? Maybe? I don't think so. That does not. So that goes down nicely. Get a little bit more lube and clean. Put that down in there. Okay. That is nice. Nicely lubricated. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so now it's just this stuff. Yeah. This pretty easy. I bet this all has some like fancy naming and stuff, and I'm just calling it a thingamajig. Nicely lubed. This can go back. Oh, maybe I should stick some more lube in there. How we doing, boys? What's your next tournament? I know there's the Seppel up north. It's gonna be happening soon. Anybody gonna be there? How did this go? I think it went this way. Yeah. Spring came out first. It was just like that. Nice. Okay. This right here, oh, that's a lot. Don't need that much for this little thing. This right here should be the end of the reg. I guess I still need to, I need to clean out the inside of the marker that receives this part, because that part is actually pretty gnarly. So let's do that next. Yo. Ow. I would like that cleaned up a little better. It's tough because it's deep. I can't get my finger down there. Maybe. Okay. Boom. That is it. So I got the SFR all the way negative, or off, maybe. Do I want that on or off? Does anybody know what that's supposed to be at? Maybe I'll just switch it to the plus and then see how I like it. That's how I go off of adjusting my marker. If I remember about it, or remember. But honestly, I probably won't even take the time at the field to like take off my grips and try to adjust it again. Too lazy for that. Don't strip your bolts, your nuts, your screws. That was bad. Make sure that's in there. Crank it. Okay. That should be good. Nice and tight. Now let's get this back on. This is kind of a difficult thing to install. There it is. Well, if you over tighten it, it's gonna make your marker really hard to gas up. So I had to adjust this a lot once I got it, and it's kind of annoying, honestly. Now I gotta do it again. Must not have done it right. Shoot. Taking it off. Okay, that's where it should be seated. Wow, that's really just going and going and going. Sketch. There she is. That's too tight. Still too tight. Okay. I think that's good. Okay. Looking good. We're looking real good. It is real hot. It's 8. Been live for an hour. Sick. I could use some AC over here. Dyson. Fan's legit. Very legit. Oh yeah, there we go. Wow, that's really scratched up. Okay. Might as well do a whole cleaning. Bolts should be pretty clean. I always have such a problem to get the eye pipe out of the freaking thing. Doesn't just want to come out. Probably about to break or something. Can't even spin it. Come on. This is not fun. Eye pipes suck. Not my favorite. Literally stuck in there. So that sucks. Come on. Oh. Can I hit this? Whoa. What is stopping this? don't even know. Do I have to unscrew it the whole way? I low-key think the eye pipe's breaking, giving me all sorts of nightmares. Dude, I think it's threaded. What? Come on, buddy. Get out of there. Almost there. What the heck, man? Yeah, it's definitely like breaking or something. This is the second eye pipe I've gotten. And I think it's probably has to do with using the Freak XL kit. So we gotta stop using that on this marker, which is really annoying. Anyways, use the tiniest Allen key to pull this thing apart. Absolutely wild. I wonder if this is the same size Allen key that's used all over the Bob Long markers, because I have that Allen key. Very nice. Well, this must be the same for the ASA. Okay, is this the first time I pulled apart this marker? I don't recall. I'm curious to see if I can pull all the electronics off of this and rinse it, because there's so much paint up inside this area. Okay, so that's there. It would be the eye pipe, or the eye wire. Maybe if I take off the front grip, it'll make it a little bit more clear to see where all this comes apart. That's not it. Let's see. No. It's not. Darn. Yeah, there's paint caked up in here. But still not very clear how the eyes could come out, which is kind of what I'm trying to get after. Okay. Just trying to get everything in here as clean as I can. There's paint on this rail right here and grime. Let's see. It's like black. I wonder if I take off this, if we'll get any more insight to what is below. Obviously, crank these down. Alright, let me grab a screwdriver. Pop that off real quick. Well, let's see what's under this little board. This screw might be easier. Darn. My screwdriver's not small enough. Which is crazy. That's all I got. Yeah, interesting. Well, that's not coming off. That's just crazy. How do you clean that? So I've definitely had paint destroyed and absolutely just leaking through here. Interesting. Well, if anybody knows how to take apart DSR eyes, let me know, because I don't. And if it's that screw, I don't got it. Alright. Well, that is all cleaned up. Ow, my chest keeps cracking every time I cough. I'm healthy. Leave me alone. Oh, that's cool. Huh. So this must be the SFR. And that's where the air from the SFR comes from. Oh, does this just pop out? Doesn't seem like it's securely. Oh. It is not securely stuck in. Well, let's clean that. Alright, so I'm gonna change the SFR to the plus position. We'll see how I like that. Will I notice? Will I not notice? Do you notice? Who knows? Now we're switched to fully plus. Get some lube on this right here. I think we're good to go. Doesn't look too dirty in here. Maybe it'd be a good time to put the bang switch back in. Alright, we are deep into this DSR rebuild cleaning. Getting the bang switch back in. Got the regulator all cleaned up. Took apart a lot of this thing. I'm pretty sure got everything except the bolt, which is right there, but the bolt has been taken apart and cleaned at the last event. My issue with the marker was the regulator was not going up past like 300 FPS fully maxed out. So the dye booth recommended a rebuild, and that's what I'm doing. A little bang switch adjustment too might be nice. Get her working proper. All right. Did I tighten that too much? Trigger's not even coming back. Do I need to lube this? Let me try lubing it. Yo, Fuego Milsim, what's up, dog? Do you feel the WC is harder than the NXL? I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't really play the NXL that much, but just based off of teams, the amount of teams, WC versus NXL, I think WC beats the NXL. But that was just a Texas event that I went to. World Cup, probably a lot different. Might be a lot more teams, so we'll see. And hopefully I'm playing a lot more in World Cup. This last event, I was just not playing good in the snake, and since points were so low, or like 3-point games, like I wasn't getting any spins. So, I will have to come back to you on that one, honestly. I think World Cup would be a better comparison, but so far, I'd say no. Just trying to, I was going to clean the bang switch actually, but I guess now that we're here, I can't. Fuego Milf Sim, are you playing the WC? You got the ASG event coming up. Are you going to be playing that? Let's see. Oh no, this is torqued. Also, have you played the new layout that the NXL just dropped? What do you think? Kind of curious people's thoughts. I wasn't a fan of it because it's not my style of play, personally. But, you know, it definitely is a different game of paintball. Is that okay? Do I like that? You play US XBL. Nice. I feel like that's pretty comparable to WC. I think it might be a little bit smaller though. I definitely want to come out and try one out. We're all in Texas, I think, right? South Padre Island. Crazy team win against 50-year-old teams in the final. Yeah, dude. I feel like there's a decent amount of kids, and they're all coming out from Fit. So Fit's got a really good camp. If you're a young baller, definitely check out whatever Fit's doing. Are you close to Fit? It's a nice field to have as your home field. I definitely want to get out there too and do one of their tournaments or one of their night ball things. I think it'd be sick. I think I need to get this trigger out forward more. I don't know about you guys, but this DSR, like, I cannot get it to ramp. I think it's really important to have a marker you can just ramp right off the box. So, like, your first shots are all on ramp. And this I like. I'll be one balling, and it's really just not ideal. Wow, that a different size Allen? No way it is. 10 hours south. Oh, gotcha. Did you make it out to the NXL? 10 hours, so far. That's like driving all the way across California. From like San Diego to Lake Tahoe. Nuts. I think that's like 12 hours, but still, it's like, you're still in Texas. X Factor is 3.5. That's still far as hell. I was driving like 3 hours from Tahoe to Sacramento when I was playing at Capital Edge. Still a far drive. Now I drive like an hour. Well, when I go out to Vegas, that's like 5 hours. Which is also not fun. I think I need to have this so every time I touch it, it's like just about to pull. X Factor is what I've seen, so my pro teams, Texas, goes to X. That's dope. Let me grab the Loctite. So how far is, maybe I already said this, X Factor is 3.5 hours away. 10 hours, so it's about like 7 hours from X Factor, maybe, to get to the paintball fit. Shoot. Dude, I don't understand Texas. We were driving all over the place and stuff, but it seemed like all your freeways were toll roads. So you guys just don't have freeways, you just have toll roads? It's crazy. Not a fan of that. Okay, I think I finally got this. It's possibly a better place than it was. We will see. You balling this weekend? Yeah, 7 hours. That's what I was guessing. Yeah, you balling this weekend? After like 3 days the weekend before, and then Wednesday to Sunday at the NXL. I'm feeling pretty burnt out from paintball, but we got ASG event number 5, the finale. We're in first place. kind of feel like I have to go out and practice and at least figure out how I can be better on that field or do something useful, because at the NXL, I definitely wasn't useful as a player or teammate. So, well, I guess I was useful as a teammate. I was filling pods and stuff like that, but I want to figure out what I can do differently for the next tournament, because I think the ASG event will be on the same layout, which will be nice because I'll actually get some field time probably, unless my other team sits me. But hopefully they don't sit me. Okay. DSR is looking money, I think. This side needs to come up a little more. What's going on? These just need to be cranked down. Not a fan of that. Wait, let's see. Did I asked you if you came to the NXL. Did you? I don't know. I didn't say you did. I don't think you responded to that. Okay, plug that back in. That should be good. Gotcha. Yeah, that's what we were really worried about. Just being in mud. Sick. I should be at Cup as long as everything works out and I don't get kicked off the team for not being good enough. Ooh. This feels nice. This feels different. You hear that? It's like going without me, really. Dude, this might be it. I might have finally figured out how to adjust this thing. That's nice. I swear I'll be trying to ramp and like hold the lane with this thing and it just like one balls. I'm like, dude. Or like I'll like I don't gun off the brake often because I'm always sprinting to snake one or whatever, but when I do, it's not pretty. You hear this thing just freaking not ramping. One or two balls at a time. Okay, dude, we are back in action. I might have to go play paintball. Honestly, don't feel like I played paintball at the NXL. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be honest. I got like 4 whole points in, and it's not like the coach's fault or anything. It's mine, but it's just crazy. I've never sat like that in my life. Will this be your first World Cup? Yes, first World Cup. And hopefully the first NXL I play a decent amount in. We did when I was in D5 with DMG Pink, which is now Pink. We won first place at one of the events and got a ticket to the minor that came to Sacramento a few years ago. So we got to play in that, but I wouldn't count that as a legit NXL tournament just because it was like, you know, smaller and it wasn't like mandatory for the pro teams and all that weird stuff that happened. So I'm excited for World Cup. It's gonna be sick. Also excited to see the new Lux. Hopefully it's an actual new marker. And because Method is behind the engineering, I think we might actually see some legit engineering and legit marker upgrades and changes, which I'm excited for. I'm a big fan of everything Method does. I might actually pull out the G6R too, just because I feel like none of my markers are making me happy anymore. G6R rips too. And like, people love seeing G6R at tournaments. Just from previous experience. And she's a beauty. Certified beauty. Why isn't this easier? Okay. Hot take. What are the 5 things that all markers should have? I'll go first. Toolless grips. Second thing, they should have toolless eyes. I don't know if you'd consider these toolless. I guess I can take them out apart as much as I can right now without any tools. But I'm also not a fan of this eye pipe, so that's a minus for this. But another thing they should have, all markers should have, a freaking feed neck thumb wheel. And that's it. Maybe a rechargeable battery. I like rechargeable batteries. Toolless removal on taking a marker apart and being able to swap out like the Lux, like the bottom half, the trigger frame. I think that would be dope. But yeah, those are my top 3-4 things that I think are mandatory on a marker. Have you gone to the new field in San Diego? Great question. I have not, but I've hit up Kyle Spica to go drill with him because I think he's probably like 10 minutes away from me. And so hopefully we get to go, or I get to go drill with him. I don't think Mouse would go, but yeah, Mouse is probably in LA. But I'd love to learn from him, do some drills on the weekdays. And yeah, he goes to that field. I heard it's a little bit wonky, like some of the bunkers are weird, but I'm all about getting the reps in. I go out to Vegas for that. So. Should I write this down? Is this dirty? Honestly, that's where I should go this weekend. I didn't even think about that. I should probably go play somewhere this weekend. Might as well just go there because it's close. It's like 30 minutes. Although, I think it's expensive. I think it's like a you can't bring your own paint kind of situation. I don't even think I have paint actually. Now that I'm on Dan's team, it's just always at the field. Before, I used to have to get it from HK. And sometimes I'd stockpile it. I'd always have paint on me. But now it's just always there. I don't gotta worry about it. What marker do you use? Milsim. Curious. I kind of want to get the new Geo. I think Geo would be sick. So I might. Or maybe the new Lux if it's dope. Maybe I should just get the new Lux. That'd be sick too. We will see. I'd like to get a sponsorship before I get a new marker, actually. Somebody sponsor me. I'll take a sponsorship from Spider. Tipman. Hit me up, bro. I'll do it. Mark my words. Anything but a force. Just kidding, they're kind of cool, I guess. Although you don't see anybody using them at the field. Kind of suspicious. Ooh, I can't even test to see if it holds air. Degas my marker in Texas. I'll find out at the field. Maybe I'll bring the G6R so I can be upset twice when this kind doesn't work and then that doesn't work. I also got the Lux too, but that was breaking paint in Dan's house. But we also like get brittle paint and then put it in a cooler and then it's just always super cold. So Dan likes some paint real cold, and sometimes it could be too cold, I think. Well, especially if it's brittle. And I think the paint we had last week was really brittle. So that's above my pay grade. It's a great setup over there. Can't complain. How much money do you spend a day on paintball usually? Right now, playing for Dan, I just drive out there and then, you know, he doesn't charge entry. He's got the paint there. It's free. I normally try to stay with somebody or somebody gets a hotel room and that's free. So that's free. Sometimes he'll pay for a hotel room, which is very nice of him. And then after paintball, he has a chef cook up a meal for us, and that's fire. That's free also. So right now I just pay to get out to Vegas, and that's typically like, I don't know, not very much. Well, it depends. If we take my car, it's a lot of gas money, probably like $200, $300, but if we take somebody else's car, it's typically a lot cheaper. So right now I'm not paying very much to play paintball, which is nice, especially because I haven't had a job since November. Right now I use the R5. Dude, don't tempt me. I want the R5 pretty badly. I just gotta keep using this until I can upgrade or get a sponsorship or something. 170, 2 Eras. Eras are cool, and amps. CS2, CS3, Geo1, that's sick. TM40, I got the TM42. I should probably just sell it. It doesn't work for me ever. I don't know why. I'll just keep it though. And I got the mech frame for it. I never use the mech frame. Man. Yup. So that's pretty much it. Should I use the G6R? Let's see, does it even have a battery? Oh, it feels good. It feels really nice, actually. There's another marker I can't get to ramp. The eye stopped working? Did I break it already? Maybe that's part of the problem with this thing. The eyes are always giving me issues. Should be firing right now. Okay, I've turned off eyes. And now it's ramping in 8 balls a second. Not fun. But now the eyes are blocked. And it's still not firing. Yeah, I should probably like get this fixed. It's such a pretty wall piece now, unfortunately. Wait, if I just... Oh. If you didn't go to Dan's, what's day of paintball locally? Locally, before, I was doing ASG, I think it's like 35, 40 bucks each time, and then 25 bucks for a case of paint from HK. And so that would be 2 cases, 50 bucks, 40 bucks. It'd be like 90 bucks each time I go, which is pretty expensive. But, you know, sometimes you get extra paint and stuff like that. Maybe we should switch back. I miss this thing. We got the Salty Engineering bolt. Pretty sure it's just method, right? Super clean. Probably just need a lube it. I might use this weekend. That'd be fun. We'll see. We will see. Alright, well, that does it for me. We got the DSR all buttoned up. Hopefully it works good. We'll find out. I'll probably post a video about me using this to practice or something. I do owe you guys a bunch of videos. We got practice before NXL, I think. Just like a 3-day grinder out in Vegas. Didn't get a lot of filming because I don't film a lot at Dan's house. And then what else? We got the NXL vlog. So I think we got a lot of content. Oh, and I'm still working on the Dub C second video. Part 1's coming out this week. If you're a member, you can check it out now. It's dope. I'm really excited about it. Part 2 is, I'm just working on trying to get all the footage from the videographers. It's kind of a pain because I have 2 cameras and trying to mash them up and like get cool clips is just like a lot of scrubbing through videos. So it's taken a minute, but I appreciate you all for watching. Peace.